Right, okay, so hopefully third time lucky. Right, it is third time lucky. Right, okay, so for the third time, welcome to the stream. You missed the first two times, I was mainly talking to myself. We are touring the galaxy and we are in Dryman's Point. So hello everybody. Let's show you where we are on the map. Right, so go to the map. Right, so we are Dryman's Point here. We are somewhere between this point here and this fleet carrier. So if we followed the spiral arm from Earth, you follow that around, that will bring you around to about where we are. We're going to be following this spiral arm to the far side of the galaxy, which is Beagle Point. And there's a star that's a little bit further away than Beagle Point as well, which we'll be visiting to. And we'll also be visiting the tip of the spiral arm before hot-footing it to the tip of this spiral arm and working back in towards the centre. I'm one system away from where we finished off in the last stream, or one jump away. There's probably a few more systems than that, being about 78 light years. So back to the game. Right, I have just got a strange view in studio mode. Oh, right, that's about it. Right, so yeah, so let's view the stream again so I can see any chat. Right, yeah, I have found a system already. The very first system after we finished in the last stream. It has notable stellar phenomenon, a water world, 3 planets so far with biological life on them, and we're just searching for the last one. So we will be visiting 3 planets in this system and the notable stellar phenomenon. Right, so that is the last planet. That's got geology on it as well. Right, let's look at the system map as a whole. Nothing else to see which one to go to first. Right, okay, so it's quite a big system by the looks of it. I'm not sure. Right, so that's the one with 2 forms of life on it. That is quite a long way away, so there's going to be a boring stretch in this stream. What is the layout of this? Right, looks like they're all going to be quite far away from each other. So there were 3 planets with life, which would be that one, and that one. And I think that looks like the water world there. Right, that is right. So let's head off to this one first, and we will look to see where the notable stellar phenomenon is. So the notable stellar phenomenon is around this star we're at the moment. So we'll do that first. All the other notable stellar phenomena I find have been trees, or all the ones I found in this sector have been trees. I can't really remember the particular name of them, but they are they basically have 4 or 8 trunks with a little pod on the end, and they spin slowly. But we are about to see one of those, so or at least I suspect we're about to see one. It could be a different type of notable stellar phenomenon. Yeah, so it's the trees again. We've got, oh, this could be quite a nice. We have 2 stars and a red cloud. So let's go to night vision to see where all the ones aren't illuminated. I've got quite a lot of these. Right, I'll get a few more in the view and take a screenshot. Right, now each one of these has a sort of a dark cloud around it, which tends to ruin screenshots. Although some of them seem to have a darker cloud than others. Right, that one. Right, where's the other star? Let's go up a little bit. Right, and alright, let's go switch to the camera view now. Right. Right, I like that. I think what I'm going to do though is overheat. Right, so I just turned and gone into silent running. That blue flash was the shield going down. So I'll just leave that on for a while. Let the ship warm up a bit. And when it's warmed up a bit, I will turn off silent running. That will open up all the vents, and we will hopefully see all the radiators inside radiating their heat. Right. This is a quite cool ship, so it doesn't produce a lot of heat. So looks like I've got red lights beginning to flash there. So it's probably time to do it now. There we go. And then the vents are closing again after we've cooled down. Right, so I took the screenshot of that, so let's save that now. Right, I'm going to go a little bit higher with the camera so we can see down into the vents a little bit better. That didn't, it worked, but it didn't show the I don't really want to get too much of that white. Alright, instead of doing that, let's tilt the ship back a bit. Right, and let's try that again. Right, so overheat. So we saw the fans there, they went dark because we're on silent running, so that means we're not actually emitting any heat at the moment. Right, so last time we saw some flashing yellow lights appear, which is probably, there we go, around the cabin, flashing yellow lights going off, telling us we're overheating. So let's turn them back on now. Oh, that looked good. Right. Yeah, that's a lot better. Right then, so yeah, save that. Right, so come out of the camera suite, go to the system map and get the name of the system, or whichever star we're closest to, which I think is probably, yeah, so it's the secondary star we're closest to. And save that. We will now be going to here, so that is our target. Let's go and scan the trees before we continue. A few more pips to shields, get those back up a little bit quicker. Don't really want to get too close to these until the shields are back to full, or at least up.
Shields online.
Right, so that's the shields back up. Right, are there any pods around here? Yeah, there's a pod. So looking at this tree, we can see that that end has got nothing on it, and this one has a pod on it. Those pods do fly off occasionally. They sort of gather together to form new trees. So we'll head over to that pod. They do come in different varieties. So I think this is a different colour to the last one. So let's scan this one as well. No new traits, so yeah, it's the same as the previous one. Right, where did that pod go? There they are, all grouped together, as I said. Now, each one of those trunks of the tree is about as long as an anaconda, so that can give you an idea of the scale. I assume, of course, you know what an anaconda is and how big they are. Oh. Right, okay, that's everything done here. Scans away and head off to the first system with life on it, which I suspect will be bacterial life, so we won't land on the planet to scan it, but we'll just go over and see what it is. Right, so that's 6,000 light seconds. That'll take about five minutes to get there. I have not listened to any news for a while, so let's put the news on.
Colonia Bridge project faces possible changes. Brewer Corporation is enhancing the travel corridor to Colonia, but details about the project's next phase remain uncertain. Business-related newsfeed the Tau Cetai Journal published this feature. There's no doubt that Brewer Corporation always thinks big. It has enjoyed huge commercial success as a manufacturer of starports and outposts, and its Drake-class fleet carrier has been enormously popular. The Colonia Bridge is the megacorp's most expensive undertaking yet, investing hundreds of billions of credits on the transportation infrastructure between the core systems and Colonia. More than one analyst predicted that the project might financially destabilize them. The first two phases proceeded on schedule. Before the end of this month, there will be a chain of 56 stationary megaships along systems between Alcor and Colonia. But there are rumors of a change of plans for Phase 3, which may be early next year. It is believed that Brewer Corporation is revising its plans based on the unexpectedly high levels of participation from the galactic community. In support of this, one company insider did reveal that more engineered frameshift drives are being manufactured to be offered as incentives to contributing pilots in the third phase.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete. Orbital flight engaged. Landing gear deployed. Drive assist on. Low gravity warning. Drive assist off. Drive assist on. Drive assist off. Drive assist on. Drive assist off. Drive assist on. Power plant capacity exceeded. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Neo-Marlinist forces gather in Madrid. The megaship Steel Majesty has arrived in the Madrid system after being taken over by NMMA terrorists. Its original owning faction, the Neo-Marlinist Order of Madrid, has officially reclaimed the vessel. Margrave Corentin Delacroix, the faction's new military ruler and the son of former Landgrave Erastin Delacroix, announced, "The Steel Majesty has returned home to fulfill its destiny. Be warned, should any ships attempt to board or attack, all the former crew members still on board will be executed." Senior Agent Tanya Ramirez gave a statement on behalf of ACT. "Unfortunately, we cannot take action while hundreds of innocent people remain captive. But the NMMA's effort to assemble troops, supporters and resources must not succeed. Having the Steel Majesty as a mobile base will allow them to regroup for a new campaign of terror, especially if they manage to reach Theta 7 before we do." A spokesperson for the Epsilon Fornarchus Empire Group, which controls the Madrid system, claimed, "The hostages should be considered lost as casualties of war. We are prepared to perform our duty for the Empire once again by destroying the Neo-Marlinist threat." Dredge.
Right, okay. So more about the Marlinists there. I just realised that my mic was muted for most of the last bit I was just talking about. Yeah, so we are touring the galaxy, heading towards a fleet carrier, which is slow progress because we're finding a lot of life on the way. I expected to find lots of life in this sector of the galaxy. On the last tour of the galaxy, pretty much every water world I found had notable stellar phenomenon in orbit in the same system. And this system, there's been even more. So I've been finding notable stellar phenomena in systems that don't have water worlds or Earth-like worlds. And again, when I have found those, there has been other life in those systems as well. Yeah, so we are heading towards a different star, which is a long way away. So I'm going to put the news back on to have someone to listen to on the way. If you do have any questions, please put them in chat and I'll try to answer them. And also, if you want to learn more about the tour of the galaxy, please look at the About section in Twitch. That has a link to the galaxy map that I have been using, which contains screenshots and videos. If you click on the hotspots, they will open up and give you links and show you the images. So yeah, so we'll listen to the news for a bit and we'll see what it's like when we get to the this star.
Deadlock inspires competing campaigns. Pilots Federation alert. The HIP-4 3670 system is hosting 2 competing delivery initiatives, each of which aims to benefit the Scrivener's clan. Orion University has partnered with independent HIP-4 3670 Labor, which is requesting deliveries of anomalous bulk scan data, unusual encrypted files and unidentified scan archives Shara Gateway in HIP-4 3670. The university's campaign was explained by Vice-Chancellor Leland Pettigrew. Although Dredger J403 is legally our property, what we value most is the Scrivener's clan's dedication to deep space research. To convince them of our noble intentions, we are donating scientific data and samples to their knowledge core. Our proposal is that they permit us to accompany them on their journey and share in any future discoveries. An alternative campaign is also taking place in the HIP 43670 system. Supporters of the Scrivener's clan are being asked to gather emergency power cells, power converters and power transfer buses and deliver them to the Alliance of HIP 42371 at Oramus Terminal. A spokesperson told the media, "These supplies are needed to perform vital repairs to the dredger. Furthermore, if the power systems are sufficiently updated, they can bypass the ancient components affected by Orion University's override codes and continue traveling independently." Although there remains no response from the Scrivener's clan, the dredger is now actively monitoring all local and interstellar transmissions. This is a new development for the isolated community and suggests they are aware of these campaigns. Salvation's allies triumph in T-Tauri system. Pilots Federation alert. Taurus Mining Ventures has defeated a rogue Aegis defense force and gained control of the megaship Musashi. The conflict was initiated by Admiral Aidan Tanner, Chief Military Liaison with Aegis. He was attempting to gain access to Hindmine asteroid base in search of evidence that Salvation's anti-Xeno weapon was deliberately designed to provoke the Thargoids. Patience Middleton, a spokesperson for Taurus Mining Ventures, made this announcement. This was an illegal and unnecessary conflict brought about by Admiral Tanner's misguided obsession. We will continue working with Salvation to eliminate the Thargoid threat. Our defense was only possible thanks to our courageous supporters, for whom rewards are available at Hindmine. We will also honor agreements that the Aegis Defense Force made with independent pilots who can collect their promised payments from the Musashi. Taurus Mining Ventures later confirmed that all members of the Musashi's original crew will be allowed to leave the megaship unharmed. Admiral Tanner and other key personnel are in temporary custody. Aegis has arranged for them to be transferred to its internal security teams.
Right, I keep doing that, talking without the mic on. Yeah, so I was just talking about that in the last news article. Right, so that was about Aegis and Salvation. So Aegis is an organisation that was set up by the Empire, the Alliance, and the Federation. It was set up as a joint venture to conquer the Fargoids when the Fargoids first returned. It has since had its funding cut due to losing a megaship and lots of content on it, and variously being bad managed. Now, Salvation is a secretive character. Nobody knows who or what he or it is. But he has been developing weapons for fighting Fargoids. And there is now a rumour that he has been deliberately antagonising the Fargoids and triggering Fargoid attacks. Now, he does appear to have a weapon that can clear an entire system of Fargoids. Yeah, as yet, don't really know who or what he is and what his ultimate goal may be. But we do know he's been collecting lots of Guardian relics and other things that can be used in research and development against Fargoids. Okay, so we're nearly there now. So let's go to one more news article and see if that finishes before we actually get there.
NMLA retakes the Steel Majesty. A former Neo-Mylanist megaship has been overrun by NMLA terrorists in the Hyades sector OPB-62 system. The Steel Majesty was originally owned by the Neo-Mylanist Order of Madrid, one of the NMLA's key allies. After their defeat, it ferried many of them to the Mylanist colonies where they were granted asylum by Minister Aaron White. His faction then made use of the megaship during the Civil War in August. Minister John Christophe Leon, the current leader of the Mylanism Reformation Party, gave a statement. Despite our efforts to arrest any remaining extremists within our faction, a surviving group has gained access to the megaship. Security feeds show they were joined by several teams of well-armed NMLA fighters. The Marlinist constabulary evacuated around half of the Steel Majesty's crew before the NMLA took operational control. Sadly, there is no way to free those still trapped on board. The situation was addressed by ACT's co-leader Captain Milo Castile. According to our intel, a majority of the NMLA's surviving cells have gathered together for this operation. We believe they were assisted by not only Aaron White's loyalists, but also members of the megaship's original crew from the Madrid system. It is possible that this Neo-Marlinist coalition was formed as a result of us closing in on Theta 7. We have requested additional support from all security services.
Right, so that's more news about the Marlinists. So the first story we listened to, that was about the Marlinists as well. So they are a faction of terrorists who were kicked out of the Empire. Initially they were given refuge by the Federation, but they have, I seem to remember they since turned on everybody else, and yeah, they're basically just a terrorist organisation now. Yeah, so it sounds like they have taken over a megaship in order to continue their terrorist acts. So, yeah, I've not really been getting involved with that storyline very much, but we'll see how that develops.
Surface scan by
Right, so there should be
50%.
one biological life sign on this planet, and there is.
Scan complete.
Oh no, what is it? It is. It's not telling me what it is. Oh. Notable signal 1. that is bacterium. Right, so yeah, we're not going to land on that planet. We'll head off to the next one. That had 2 forms of life on it. Only one of those can be bacterium, so we will scan at least the other one. Shouldn't take quite so long to get to this planet. It's only 1,000 light seconds away. If we give the other one a wide berth, we should be there in about a minute. And while we're travelling, we'll put the news on again.
7 traced to Punjab-Al system. Pilots Federation alert. A decrypted message suggests that the NMLA leader Theta 7 avoided capture by infiltrating the Far God cult. ACT publicly requested help to decode a message received by Theta Group, the bomb-making engineers of the NMLA. The cipher key was cracked and the decoded message submitted by Commander Therion Signy. It revealed that Theta 7 and his closest aides fled to the Punjab-Al system on the 31st of July. Captain Milo Castile, one of ACT's co-leaders, provided an update. Our theory is that Theta 7 and his crew were traveling undercover as Far God worshippers who were gathering in the Punjab-Al system in huge numbers at that time. Since all members of this religious order renounced their past identities, this would have helped the terrorists to avoid detection. The Pleiades Concordat and other factions in Punjab-Al are cooperating with our investigation. But it seems likely that Theta 7 is currently hiding aboard one of the 3 Far God megaships that were launched from the system on the 6th of August. ACT agents have attempted to contact the Perdition, Sacrosanct, and Testament megaships to alert them of the danger. Unfortunately, the cultists consider themselves to be on a sacred pilgrimage that cannot be impeded, and that their vessels are sanctuaries from further persecution by hostile security services. Dredger
That second story there was, or the last story was about the Far God cult, who are a religious extreme organisation who believe that the Fargoids are emissaries of the Far God, and they are here to save us, not to attack us. I personally think the Fargoids are not good, mainly based on the fact that every time you find Fargoid scouts, they attack without prevarication. The larger Fargoid ships, the interceptors, they will only scan you unless you open attack, or unless you are carrying some Fargoid materials. They will then attack. Alright, so why isn't that... Alright, let's go back and see what we're dealing with. So we've got bacterium and fonticula. So fonticula are like large mushrooms normally. Let's go and find some where it's dawn or duskish. So it looks like over here. Yeah, I normally try and land just near the border between light and day, slightly on the daylight side.
Orbital
That
five
way,
engaged.
the sun is shining through a lot more of the atmosphere and makes for a much nicer sky. If I land on the dark side, you don't actually get to see the sky very much. You can't see the sky at all on the dark side. And on the light side, if you're right in the middle of the light side, then again you just get a hint of the atmosphere. But when the sun is setting or rising, its hand to shine through much more of the atmosphere and gives you a far more spectacular sky. So yeah, so we don't have much of an atmosphere on this planet. So I mean, it's not too bad actually. Right. Oh, it's very shiny ground. So we should be right on a hotspot for the Fonticula. There are a couple of varieties of it. The one I have been finding mainly in this sector has been the what's it called? Campestrius. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. And looking over there, so that'll be those blue things down there. This looks like more of the same. There is another type, or there are two more types that I found so far. One is a cactus type plant, which has sort of non-spiky bits sticking out of vertical. Oh, perfect landing there. Sticking out of vertical tubes. And I can't remember what the other one looks like. I've not found very many of those. I've only found 2 of those. I think they were like giant mushrooms again, but they weren't quite as glossy as these ones. Right, let's head over there. We've got 0.2G. Right.
Drive assist off.
So I think this is probably the amethyst variety, which is the most common one. Okay, well, what have we got? Yep, amethyst. Right, so I've now found 11 of those. Right, what we're going to do for a screenshot on this planet. We haven't got much of a sunset. We have got a sunset, but it's... Right, I think what I'm going to do is do what I just did and put the camera behind me. Right, so camera view. Right, not quite sure how I'm going to do that, I need to press the mouse button and the keyboard. Right, so let's see what that screenshot looks like. So I've got a nice cracked ice effect here on the ground. Right, take the screenshot, save the screenshot. Right, so I've got a good screenshot, but it's got text on it. So let's go again with that. Right, so we try that again. Actually go back a bit, maybe get the SRV in as well. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so let's try it again. This time hiding the right. See how that one went. Yeah, that's good. We've got the pack jets, SRV below, and the sunset. Right, we will save that. So we need the name of the planet as well. Right, so that is saved. Let's go and scan the plants now. I think I scanned the first one, didn't I? So yeah, I know it's an atmosphere one, so I must have scanned these. Right, so we have to travel, I think I'm not quite sure what the difference is. Let me just check what the distance is. Yeah, 500 meters before we scan another one.
Drive assist on.
Looks like it's going to be pretty easy to find. Find more. There's. Can I drive between those?
Drive assist off. Drive assist on.
Right, so we'll head back in that direction.
Chassis integrity compromised.
Not really worried about damaging the chassis. That automatically repairs itself when it's docked in with the ship. But the fuel doesn't replenish automatically, so you do have to replenish the fuel either by synthesizing more or
Drive assist.
by refueling at a fleet carrier or a space station. Yeah, that's the last one of these. These are quite nice translucent plants. So from this side we're seeing a very strong blue and white colour. If we go around the back, get the light behind it, you see the light shines through it and gives off a nice blue. It's like a sort of pale glass colour. Well, one thing I forgot to check, I had to rebind my key bindings yesterday, and I haven't checked the emojis work or the emoticons, so let's give that a go. Right, so right, right, so it's not working in the camera suite, which I think I had before. Let's just exit the camera suite and let's look at my shadow and see what the shadow does. Right, so the pointing works. Waving, thumbs up, no, go, and it should be, next one should be stop, stop, and this should be clapping, and finally salute. Right, so they work, just not in the camera suite. Oh, somebody else is joining me. Welcome to the Tour of the Galaxy. I'm touring in the Dryman's Point sector of the galaxy. I'm just trying to set up my emoticons so that I can actually get them in with the screen capture. So I just need to look at my control settings and see why they are not working. Right, so that should be under general controls. So I think it's something in the camera suite that's stopping it from working. So let's see how many of these are bound to the number pad. I remember. It's right. It's the camera position. Right. So free camera. Camera suite is in there. Yeah, there they go. Right, so it's all these ones here. Right, so I can navigate between the cameras. So yeah, we've got next cam and previous cam. So I can do that with the arrow controls. So I don't need to be able to pick a particular one. So I'm going to clear the bindings on all of those. That wasn't one yet. So back to the controls, camera suite. Right, so let's apply those changes, see if that's worked. Back to the game. Right, back to the camera suite. And right, I've got the crouching thing. I'm not quite sure why I'm doing the crouching. Right, so that's the arrows. Switching between cameras, and do the emojis work? Yeah. Right, I haven't got a clue why I'm crouching like that. Normally that is a pose you get when you are using your weapons. I can't Right, they right. I can't actually get a weapon out because the buttons I've got bound to changing the weapons is also bound to changing the camera. Right, so I can fire the weapons, but I can't pick one up. I haven't got a clue why I'm crouching. Right, okay, let's get back in the SRV. I can't remember how many of those did we scan. Let's see if we scanned all of them. Yeah, so it's already analysed. Right, so that's this system done. Right, so we've been streaming now for 1 hour and 23 minutes, and we've done one system.
Drive assist on.
aboard the ship. Head off to the next system. So we found two forms of life in this system. We've got stratum on the planet all by itself, and these mushrooms.
Capacity exceeded. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear retracted.
Right, there's a slight possibility we will be able to. No, we're going to have to
Frameshift
get into
drive
orbit before we
charging.
can jump to the next system. The next system is below the horizon.
2, 1. Engage.
It's not far below the horizon, but it is below the horizon. It's a bit further below the horizon than I thought it was.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. Alright, let's have a quick look to see. Right, so we've got 27 jumps before we get to the planetary nebula that we currently have targeted. That's not very far from the fleet carrier we're going to go to afterwards. But as I said earlier, we have been finding a lot of life,
Fuel
which makes
scoping.
progress through these sectors very slow. And again, we spent an entire hour in that last sector. So when you're making good progress through the galaxy, it generally also means that you're not actually finding very much. So
Frameshift drive charging.
good progress can be measured in two ways. So we're since the last time we sold our data, we've travelled through two sectors, and I have gained 84 plants to sell, or 84 plant data to sell. Now, before that, I'd only got like 75,
Fuel scoping. System
Uh,
scan.
and that was for travelling through. Four.
Fuel scope disengaged.
Three sectors got me 75, so I'm doing better already in here. So we're actually in the third sector now, but the spaceship was very close to the edge of the sector, so it's basically been 1.5 sectors of the galaxy.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah. So progress is quite slow, but we are making progress.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
I also got a big white star.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
I'll be back in a minute. Just a minute. Right, okay, I'm back. Let's go back to the game. I hope I scanned this system before I went away. It's going to take a long time to... Just 2 bodies, yeah.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Right, what do we have here then?
Fuel scoping.
23 bodies.
Fuel scoping complete.
Alright, so we are looking for things in the region here between Earth-like worlds and ammonia worlds, and anything down here which would be nautical stellar phenomenon. So we're not getting any of that, so straight off to the next system.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Alright, so it's 22 jumps till we get there. Assuming we don't find anything between here and there, that will take about 25 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. So what we have targeted at the moment is a planetary nebula. It looked like it probably contained a... it will contain either a neutron star, a pulsar, or a black hole. This one had a definite look of a neutron star.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete. Warning, temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
We have an ammonia world. Let's scan the system. So we've got 26 bodies in this system. Right, so we scan the system, we know what's in the system, or we just need to sort of interpret the data a little bit more, which is what we're doing now. We do that one one body at a time. Right, so we are hoping to find biology on these planets. Won't be anything on this because this is a gas giant. Hopefully it's got some moons, and the moons. It's geology, we're not after geology. Yeah, so geology, but no biology so far. So the ammonia world's worth about 1.8 million, I think. So that's why we stopped in this system. There may be some terraformable planets here which are also worth around the same. Right, so yeah, most of these planets are, or moons rather, are void of life.
System scan complete.
Right, so yeah, didn't see anything there apart from the ammonia world. Alright, so having a quick look at the system again, see if I may have missed anything. No, there are no landable planets with atmospheres. Plenty of planets with atmospheres and plenty of landable planets, but none with both. I think that's probably the ammonia world. Oh, it's already been mapped, so someone's already been here. See if there are any terraformable planets in this system. Yeah, so yeah, the only thing of interest here is that ammonia world.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Right, so yeah, all we needed to scan there was that one ammonia world. And off now to the next system.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. System scan complete.
Yep, so nothing in this system.
Charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Yep, nothing in that system. $18 jumps now to get there, which will be about 25 minutes.
3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Just a couple of planets in this system, none in the region that we're looking for.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
This one's taking a long time. Wonder if the servers are about to give up on me.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Yep, so another system with no planets we're interested in. Actually, just want to check something before we jump out. Yeah, no. I thought there might have been
Frameshift
notable
drive
stellar
charging.
phenomenon in the system as well, but there wasn't.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete.
Right, I think that said system scan complete, which means there's no planets. Yes, it does.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Okay, it's 12 bodies in this system. Let's see. Yeah, all small planets.
Frameshift drive
Straight on to
charging.
the next one.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Oh.
Warning, taking heat damage.
A little bit close to the sun there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right. Don't want to jump to the next system yet,
Frameshift drive charging.
so we'll just escape from the star.
2.
Hopefully we can do that without overheating too much.
Warning, temperature critical. Warning, taking heat damage. Warning, hull breach attack, taking internal damage.
Yeah, nothing there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Off to the next system, just 12 jumps now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Ooh, servers crashed. Right, okay, the servers have crashed. Right, let's log straight back in, see if that works. Right, okay, don't know whether I'm in the system we just left or the one we were going to. Let's plot a route again. Right, it seems to have forgotten our destination. Right, okay, looks like we're going to have to plot the route from scratch. Right, let's get the destination back. Right, okay, let's... Just trying to get the name of the system we're heading to, as it seems to have totally forgotten it. Right, okay, so that's probably not the one I was heading for. Let's... How many light years is that? Oh, how many jumps away is that? Alright, 29, right, so that's not the one I was heading for, it must have been this one. Right, that's the one, yeah. 11 jumps, so it looks like we succeeded in our last jump. Although we are not near a star. Alright, 4 bodies in this system.
Cannot comply. Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Nothing there.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Just 8 jumps now, so
Two.
that'll be about 10 minutes.
Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Right, just double check on the, yeah, that's right. So yeah, nothing in the system.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Nothing there.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Yep, quite a lot in the system, but nothing that we're interested in.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping.
Oh, right, there is the Planetary Nebula, so it looks like it's probably the next jump. Yes it is. Alright, so nothing in this system. Right, looks like it's got a star in the middle, so it's not a black hole one.
Frameshift drive
But it's
charging.
a very bright nebula. Oh, it's only 12 light years away, that's why it's so big. So yeah, the last jump when you get to where you're going is often shorter than the rest, so... yeah, let's see what that looks like from the inside.
One. Engage.
Yeah, it's looking like a neutron star, so I'll come to a halt before we get there. I don't want to crash into another neutron star. Yep, so neutron star, very nice blue colour. There's a few planets here. Let's see what's. I imagine it's been scanned before, so see what's here. Right, so we have a neutron star, a large white one, and a looks like class M. And alright, so there's no planets there we can land on. Doubt very much that's a water world. Yeah, no. So yeah, not interested in the planets here. Right, so yeah, that is a neutron star, and if you just happen to be living near the tip of the long stream coming from it, you would see it as a pulsar. Right, okay, let's plot a route now to the fleet carrier, which is the next thing to go to on our list. Right, so the next fleet carrier is the DSS Nostromo. The Nostromo being the ship from Alien. And DSSA stands for Deep Space Support Array. And this website gets really slow sometimes, and it has a delay on it of about a second, which is just long enough for you to click the button again to make it disappear. Right, so that's the name copied. Yeah, it's not copied. That's the system we're in already. All right, let's try again. Right, that's the route plotted. 22 jumps. 22 jumps is about half an hour. That's assuming we don't actually find anything between here and there.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Right, I don't suspect we'll arrive there in this stream. I don't expect this is going to go on for another half an hour. But let's see what progress we do make.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Right, so a lot in this system, but nothing in the range we're interested in.
Charging.
Got to remember to keep an eye out for notable stellar phenomenon as well on that scale. That does appear in a different region.
3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Okay, nothing in this system. Since we cool down, we'll just head off to the next one. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Yeah, nothing there.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Yep, another system, nothing in it. 16 jumps now, so that'll be about 20 minutes.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping.
Okay, so what's in this system? Nine bodies. Looks like 3 of them are stars. And the rest are small planets.
Frameshift
So
drive charging.
let's go on.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Ooh, a interesting system. Right, so first one we found since the beginning of the stream. We have at least two, got three notable stellar phenomenon. We have a water world. We have two water worlds, or possibly a water world and an ammonia world. Right, so that's 34 planets in all. So pretty good chance of finding something with life on it there. So that is the first water world. Didn't look very watery. And straight away, one biological signal. When there's just one on the planet, it's most likely bacteria, which we're not interested in. Nothing there. Alright, so there's a couple of planets behind the star, so we'll have to move before we can complete the scan of the system. That looks like the second water world. That looks like it's probably going to be a candidate for terraforming. And it looks like it's got a couple of moons. Nothing on that one. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's the notable stellar phenomenon of one of them. Nothing there. Alright, so I suspect that's probably another star. Right, to geology. We're not interested in geology. Right, that sounds like an asteroid belt. Another one with biology on it. Again, only one. Geology 2. Nothing. Biology 1. So that's 3 with 1 biology on them. I think that's another asteroid. Right, okay, let's see what else we've got. There's another orbit line there. Right. That's probably another star. Right, so that's all the gas giants scanned. Right, so still 4. Right, so we know that there's 1, 2. So there's at least 2 behind the sun. So right, okay. Let's go. Let's have a look at the system map and go to the closest ones. Right, so that is one of the water worlds. That looks like the other one. Terrestrial water world. Terrestrial water. So they're the water worlds. That one is possibly one of the ones. So we said there were 3. Had one form of life on it. So it'd be 1, 2. So these would be the other 2, I should think. Right, so what's this one? This one is one of the ones with, or one of the candidates to have life on there. I suspect it's probably only bacteria. So after we've mapped this planet, we'll finish scanning the rest of the system. Probably only bacteria, but let's see.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan
Yeah, it's bacterium, just one. Alright, let's finish scanning the system now. We should be at the other side of the star. Okay, nothing on that planet. This is a binary planet. Let's see what's on these 2. Biology, another one with 1 biology on it.
System scan.
And nothing on there. Right. Let's see where that one is. Right. Right, well that was the double one. Which means this one must be the one with biology on it. So, are these terraformable? Nope. Right, so we will go to... We'll go to that one. Oh, hello. Just spotted somebody's joined me. I'm touring the galaxy. We are in Dryman's Point sector of the galaxy. We just found a system. Oh, I forgot this system's got notable stellar phenomenon in it as well. We haven't looked to see where that is. Right, oh, it's not far away. I'll go and visit that after this next planet. So 4 planets have one form of life on them. When there's only one form, that is normally bacteria. So I will go and scan the planets just to see if it is bacteria. If it isn't, then I will go down to investigate more. Yeah, we'll look at the notable stellar phenomenon as well. See what that is. So far, all the notable stellar phenomena found so far in this sector have been trees, space trees. Can't remember their precise name. But yeah, we'll go and have a look at that. Right, so get a little bit closer. That should about do, and then we'll fire off a few probes and map this planet.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right. Oh, so there was nothing on that planet. Okay. Alright, it means it must be one of the other ones. Alright. Let's go to the notable stellar phenomenon. It's not that far away. Hopefully, it's towards the direction of the sun. Yes, it is. It's a lot easier to see when it's close to the sun. When you've got notable stellar phenomenon miles from anywhere, then it's not that bright. As can be told from the new background I have, which is this one. So the things spinning behind me here are the trees. That looks like it's a little bit jerky, doesn't it? Yeah, so they're the trees. I managed to find 2 right next to each other, and I thought I'd store that as a background. Right, I'll go back to the game. Right, going to overshoot a little bit, so I'll just dip down to slow down. There's another one there. How far away is that? 2,000 light seconds. Going to overshoot again. Oh, some nice solar activity there. Right, oh, lots of them. Okay. My vapor trail appearing in front of me again. So that's one of the bugs that is supposed to be fixed in the next update. Right, so these are a different colour to normal. Where's the star? select the star. Yeah, so some of them have black clouds around them. I'm not sure if it's all of them. I think there's possibly two different species here. We've got light ones and darker ones. Let's go and scan a couple and see if they are different. Right, so Pendunsul trees. Did I scan that fully? Yeah, I got the codex entry for that. That was a. What colour was that one? Alright, that looks like a red one. Oh no. May just be the orientation they're at. Let's go and try one of the other ones. The other colour. Yeah, if you've got any questions about Elite, just post those in chat and we'll try and answer them. I've been playing Elite since day one of the actual release, so I didn't play the beta of the original version, but I've been playing since day one. Right, so that one is a different. Did I get that one? Yeah. Right, let's take a screenshot now. So try. Oh, we're very close to the sun. Right. Let's head away from the sun. I've got some pods there too. Let's go and scan the pods. Right, so the pods grow on the ends of the trunks, and you can see that one there. It's got one trunk that doesn't have a pod on the end of it, and then they sort of separate. When they separate, they sort of group together. No new traits found. The yellow particles floating about, they are released from the pods. Right, so I'm going to go and get behind one of these and turn around and then take a screenshot facing the sun. Alright, they're all over there. Alright, let's go over there so we get more of them between us and the sun. Alright, it's beginning to shape up like a good screenshot now. Right, there we go. Alright, let's go to the camera suite now. And just adjust the camera a little bit. We'll go with that. Alright, let's... Oh, that's not it. Right, I'll just save that as a screenshot. Right, so I'm just going to save that with the name of the star that we are at. Right, okay. Let's now go and see if we can find those other planets with life on. Right, which ones have I scanned already? So I think I have scanned those two. And we've now got to go and scan those two and these two. And then we can move down to those two down there.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right, so yeah, not too far to the next one. Let's see what we find there. Alright, so we've got two planets very close to each other. If we go somewhere in the middle, we could probably scan both from the same location.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right, nothing there. And I'm going to call a stream an end at that point. Thank you for watching. So I have to go now. So bye bye. I will try and do a raid and send you off to somewhere else. Let's see if anybody else is streaming Elite. Right, okay, right. So we're going to Fox Vic. So, start raid. Okay, so you should be heading off for there now, so bye-bye, and thanks for watching. And I probably be streaming again tomorrow, so please come back then.